action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Desperados will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Going all the way to... score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, sir.
Play action now. It's Fields. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Desperados are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. West right zip. 222.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 14-yard line.
No mas, no. Left right. Out, let's go. Right.
A pistol snap. Fields. And he put everything he's got behind it. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Fields pass. Intercepted.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Rip, 20. Check. 11.
Who's carrying out is his Bashal Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Down behind the line
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. They'll go again here with Tootin. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
On the red.
3rd and long for him here. Throw is caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. It's no good. An unexpected miss there, Brock, as he puts it left. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Green 19.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll start this one out with Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Hey, Green 19, just what? What's right? Hey, Right.
Fields out of the gun. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Big gain downfield. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
West right zip. Hey, can. Chip slant. Angel. Right.
First down throw for Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
You got what? Here we go. We good. Green 19, got you right. Up, let's go. 11. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Easy, 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 easy.
Fields on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck no.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Soko.
On the give, it's Tootin. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd down give to Tootin. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 11 yards.
Hey, kill!
On 4th down, here's Lawrence. He's going deep. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Desperados will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
1st and 10 from the 32.
You got a mini basement. West right zip. Alpha. Let's go. Good night.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Easy. One strike. Alpha. Hey, Ken. Right.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Angel. Here we go, son. Hey, Ken.
Running back motions right. Fields now on 3rd. He's going deep this time. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Desperados. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line.
They're on 15-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have second and pretty long here. Now Lawrence. Caught, nice gain left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
39-yard line.
Take right open.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Catch is made down the right sideline. He has this down to the 34. Offensive line fast.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey. Check that.
Inside give here for Tootin. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Rip, 23.
On play action now, Lawrence. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Oh, they track him down after a small gain.
You know what that play shows me defensively, Kate? This group was on it. Situationally, they were aware the wide receiver could touch it in the red zone, and they were all over it.
Take right open. Here we go.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Hey, green 19, shot. Cut.
Fields on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? 58. Did you hear that? Out. Hey, never mind. Monday. Hey, can.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Second and 10 now. Fields. Ball in left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down, Houston.
Here we go. Good. Yep. That's right. Go.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here we go. Yep. Green 19. Get the cut. Press. Butt right. Tonight.
On first and 10, it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So second down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Here we go. 331. Hey, can. Delta. 11. Right.
Fields to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the first.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here we go.
Third down and 3 coming up on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. Nickel look by the Jaguars here. Third down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. Connects with his back. Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, if those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go. 58, who's here's that? Right.
Fields throwing once more. On the move, headed right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Desperados get some late points and the lead. York now for the extra point. The XP is up and good. And the Desperados take a 4-point lead.
14. Jaguars 10.
Now it's York to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, Lion.
Run here with Newton. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play, and we've got second and 8. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Running here with Newton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Hey, go. Hey, kill.
Lawrence looking to throw. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Hey, easy. Ralph, son. It's son.
Tootin on 1st and 10. Through the middle. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Fred on the red. Here we go.
Now it's Tootin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 instruction. Right.
Throwing from the gun here. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Fields pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Tootin headed left. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I got him.
He goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Tootin with it. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 right up next to that line of game. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
30 on red. Done. Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Desperados 14. Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Here we go, Fred. Angel. Green 19, get that Fred. Delta. He's
back to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Travis Hunter. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now he's York to kick this one away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And he finally steps out, but it seems the damage has been done. That's down inside the enemy 40.
Well, their hopes of an early comeback, that faint flicker of light they had when they exited the locker room at halftime, that return just snuffed it out. Very good chance now that lead's going to grow and certainly not shrink.
Rip, 23.
On the ground, Tootin. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
A toss play to Tootin. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
37-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Hey, Phil.
Right up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
They give it to him again. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I got him.
Working quickly here.
Down at the 15-yard line.
Easy.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Tootin. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Trips clear. Here we go, son. 319, Delta. Extend. Easy.
Fields out of the gun. Absolutely fires this one right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
19 win.
They kick the running back in motion. Second down and 10. Fields. Short pass brought in. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a first down. A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
First down throw for Fields. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kicks down inside the 35-yard line. They get 35 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First and 10. Here's Fields. They set up the screen here for Hall. He finds space into the red zone. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Desperados start the second half with some needed points. Brees Hall with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Cade York to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. 13, Lou.
Plowing up the middle. He'll make his way through for a pick of a 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll go again here with Tootin. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end for the loss of yards. Looking quickly here.
A 2-yard loss brings up third and 7.
To the air on third and long. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here we go.
Second down give to Tootin. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Offense in the hurry-up here.
48-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Third and long. They're going to throw. Finds a man right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense to the line fast.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hand off to Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Dose of the hurry up here.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, check that. Hey, smash. No, big alert.
Back to the well again. Second down run gets them 5. They've got third down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
13, Lou.
Another carry for him. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. 3/4 in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
11. Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Easy. Hey, Ken.
Looking to throw Fields. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Here we go. 5:51. Lunch right. Go.
From the gun, it's Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Angel. 19 Windy. Here we go. Hey, Ken. No much.
Now they send their back in motion right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Don't jump. Ready? Up. Turbo, son. My man.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Here we go, son.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Hey, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, kill.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
7-yard gain.
Easy.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Go, let's go.
1st and 10.
They go play action. Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
24.
A run here with Tootin. He's got room to roam. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. gets up to the line fast.
32 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Here we go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they take this in for the score. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the fourth.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid.
And that one's gone. To add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth.
Desperados 21.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Here we go. Easy. 319 gets met. Up. Hey, can't. Stay.
Fields on first down. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down, Desperados.
You got mini back. Up.
Throwing on first down. Fields hits his running back. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another.
Hey, Ken. Angel.
It's a gain of 17
You got
yards.
extend.
First down, Houston.
Go.
From the red zone now. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
551. Here we go, Side. Turbo, Side.
Now Fields again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Desperados get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, kill. Son, here we go.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Bronco switch. Hey, reload. Shot alert.
Inside give here for Tootin. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready up.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Take right open. Rip, 23, 11. Focus, hot. 13, Lou.
Third and long for him here. This is a heater going deep. He's got it at the 30. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Up. Hey, Monday. Chips here. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Desperados hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 331. West right zip. Hey, 551. Go.
Play action, Fields. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's the record! His 5th interception of this ball game! Travis Hunter reels in the pick.
Fields pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now it's Tootin. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he's out the clear. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars keep adding that 4th-quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
56. Desperados 28.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319, just that. Hey, can. Hey, can.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Here we go, side. Delta. Green 19, go side. Alpha, 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 alpha. Punch right. Stay high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Hey, 551, 551.
Fields out of the gun. That's incomplete on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Angel, angel, angel. Hey, can. Green 19, go. No mas, no mas. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Still has some space inside the 35. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Jaguars continue piling it on here in the 4th. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations, but my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone, and it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And the Jaguars have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
on red.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Here we go, sir.
Lawrence here, design keeper. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.